Welcome to a vision of Japan, unlike anything you've experienced before. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, is set during the closing years of the Sengoku period. It's a time of near-endless conflict and bloodshed.
I am always excited to review games here on Rated for You, but this week I am extra giddy because I get to review Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
I had no idea what you'd become.
Sekiro is the new Soulsborne style game from the developers From Software. For anyone who hasn't come across a Soulsborne game, they are action role-playing games that are notorious for being ridiculously difficult, and include titles such as Dark Souls and Bloodborne, hence the name. People have been a little worried about Sekiro, as it seems to have made a lot of changes to the formula these games have run on for such a long time, such as removing a lot of the RPG elements that the previous games have, and making it more story-focused. I can assure you though, these changes are really great, and only add to the experience. And if you don't believe me, both IGN and Steam have given this game about a 9 out of 10. You play as the Wolf, a man trained to be a shinobi by his adoptive father who found him amongst the ruins of a battlefield.
Well, would you look at that?
As a man, he gets defeated by the leader of the Ashina clan and loses his arm, as well as Lord Kuro, the child he's protecting. When he wakes up, he's been fitted with a prosthetic arm that can be loaded with tools and weapons to help him along his journey.
Looks like death is not your fate. Just yet.
The look and style of this game is gorgeous. The last game, Bloodborne, was gothic, dark and horror based, and this game feels completely the opposite. Everything is bright, even in the dark, and captures the Japanese aesthetic amazingly. And for the gameplay, it plays like a dream. Firstly, you can jump, pretty high as well. In the other games, the jump was basically useless and barely used, but it's a key element to this game. Another key element is the addition of the grappling hook, which can fling you long distances. You can't grapple everything, but each portion of the map is planned out rigorously to make sure everything is balanced. They've also done away with stamina, so you can be really aggressive with your style. However, this tactic doesn't always work. They've also added a huge stealth element to the game, similar to Tenchu. The stealth is really worth getting used to, as some of the bosses can be made a lot easier by hitting them with a stealth blow first. They've replaced stamina with something called posture. Hitting enemies and deflecting their blows reduces their posture, and when their posture breaks, you can hit them with a death blow, which instantly kills them. You have to be careful though, as your posture can also be broken if you block for too long, and then they can open you up for an attack doing a lot of damage. It's hard to describe the gameplay properly. It feels completely different, yet so similar to its predecessors. Regardless, it feels great to play. It did mean I had to unlearn some behaviours I'd learned from the previous games though. Beating a boss on this is unbelievably satisfying. These guys are tough, but each of them has a tactic that works. It's just a matter of playing it until you find the right one. This does, however, mean that you're going to die over and over and over again. Now, I don't want to give the impression that this is either better or worse than the previous games. My favourite all-time game is Bloodborne, and that's not going to change anytime soon. Sekiro is really different to the other games, but it's so much fun and really addictive. From Software really are at the top of their game.